Welcome to the end of the Ascend Tournament Series, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. I'm Sporty FC, and come to the end of the regular season. My goodness, it's been a good long season 3. 6 long weeks of action. It's felt like a long season, that's for sure. There's been so many good matches. But of course, all good things have to find their end at some point. The postseason just around the corner. And the regular season will meet its closure tonight. There's only 2 matches left in the Ascendant Cup, the only division that has not yet concluded here this evening, one of which is on Corporal Monkey Shines' stream, CPL Monkey Shines. He's got 135 Vortex taking on KCG Shifters. Us on this stream, we've got another match, one that's actually starting a little later than theirs. Another good talented lineup. Another 125 team, Vanguard, taking the stream as they take on Godfall Gaming. And, well, of course, again, both of these part of the Ascendant Cup, sponsored by and supported by Variety Esports. So, again, a nice little end to our evening here. We got, again, 2 teams, both of which are actually going to be in that wild card. Godfall Gaming having barely snuck through as that 4th seed out of their grouping. We're in that tough group with Exploding Cat Gift and Team Evo Vector. So again, just barely able to sneak through that 4th seed out of their group. Vanguard, much the same as the 3rd seed, actually right ahead of KCG Shifters, who cannot catch up to them at this point. So, all of our spots in the playoff bracket are decided. We know who's going to be there. Other question is just where are you going to be going there? Because this actually is an important match in terms of seeding. With the teams playing here tonight, yeah, there actually is a very big impact on seeding. Especially with that 135 Vortex match. Because if they can win, they go up a couple spots, they can actually surpass NES Nova Ninjas. But the same goes for this. These teams playing against each other can, again, on that lower side of the seeding, they can get a little bit better seeding. Maybe make people fear them a little bit more. Of course, we're going to get into our match very soon here. Again, Godfall Gaming with their roster, Vanguard with theirs. And we've seen Vanguard. This is not the 3rd time we're going to be seeing Vanguard this season. I promise you I don't have any favoritism for them. We just see them a lot in the stream. And they are a fun team to watch, so I know for a fact as a team they've been relatively disappointed so far this season with their performance, and obviously hoping that their season will improve just a little bit. Again, I'm making sure that at the same time we have 135 Vortex and KCG Shifters shown, because I will give you updates on how that series is going. Currently, we're in the middle of Game 2, Vortex leading 2-1 in this game, 1-0 in the series. Shifters, again, their last match of the season. They're not going to be in that playoff bracket. Again, they're playing for the spot, but they cannot actually take that spot. Fortunate position to be in, because again they're going to be close. Even if they manage to win, they'll be close. But again, they cannot take the spot here. Again, all of our spots, again, as we mentioned, have been decided. But of course, they're just playing for fun, playing for hope, and of course, obviously for a little bit of pride, it would be pretty impressive to beat 135 Vortex. For themselves, again, are playing for heavy seeding. They're gonna be in that upper portion of the wildcard seeding. But it just depends what part of that, how high are they gonna be in that seeding? Because the higher seeds do get an advantage. They get to pick their opponent first. Reminder, because the ATS wildcard draft coming up literally later this week on Thursday, November 7th, 2 days from now, we'll be seeing teams like 135 Vortex pick their wildcard opponents. Again, that will be quite important for everybody here. For Vortex, again, they need to be in a good position to get themselves those plays, those goals, those opportunities that they want. And of course, same goes for both Godfall and 100X Vanguard, who themselves, again, are battling just the same against the end of Week 6, the end of the season for everybody here. No more spots up for grabs at this point. They're just battling for their own hope. Again, I will be watching the 135 Vortex KCG Shifters match. I'll give you updates on what is there. But many people expecting Vortex to win that match relatively consistently and hold themselves actually the 2nd seed out of their group, surpassing NES Nova Ninjas. Taking Game 1, so they're in a very good position to keep that going, and I'm hearing that they have also taken Game 2, so the 135 Vortex, I'm going to check the stream myself. Yeah, they've taken Game 2, so they're up 2-0 in the series right now. only need one more win, and they will not only have beaten KZ Shifters, they'll also be able to take a much better seed going into that bracket. There's also another event coming up that you guys should also be interested in. The ATS Paradise Cup 2, sponsored by Team Evo, will be on this stream from Friday through Sunday. A huge event, $250, crew battles, and it's uncapped as well. And I can promise you, we've got some pretty high-level players that have made top 48 runs in RLCS. So we've got players who definitely should be players to watch out for. But again, I won't say too much about that. You're gonna just have to wait until Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to watch that. I'll be on this stream. As again, we're just looking to get these teams in the lobby. Prediction poll is still live, so who do you think will win this one? Godfall Gaming, 100x Vanguard. Tough prediction, but I do have my favorite. I do think Godfall Gaming actually is the slight favorite in this one. I think a lot of it has to do with the group perception of Group B, the group that Vanguard's in. A lot of people consider that group to be relatively weak. 100x Vanguard this season, they have not exactly played well, so they're not exactly helping in that case. Of course, 100x Vanguard do technically have the better seed. They have the better seed right now, even then, so again, to keep themselves in a good position. Their record right now, 3-3, and a group record of 3-2. For Godfall, it's actually 2-3. They actually have to win the series if they want to surpass Vanguard. Them in a interesting position. Again, for them, they can actually surpass each other in seeding. I'll give you updates as well on how these players are doing. Right now, we haven't gotten them in the lobby. We do have contact actually with Vanguard. They are going to be joining in just about a minute. We are still waiting on Godfall Gaming. They should be here any moment, though, for this series. Again, reminder, both these teams are going to be in that wild card, so there's no real worries for them at this point. Just playing for fun for the end of the season, maybe for some stats. I know there's a good amount of stats holders out there, definitely hyping each other up, but really say is really all that much to say about this, except that we are just going to wait on these teams. Again, they're both 3-3. Their regular season has been not great, but they are, again, both guaranteed to be in the wild card, so at least there's that for them. They're not going to be too worried about that, and for Godfall, they'll be happy because, again, being that fourth team out of the 6 in their group, they had to go to the tiebreakers to get themselves there. Again, reminder, of the fourth, because there's 3 groups in the Ascendant Cup, of the groups, of the 4th seeds out of each group, only 2 of them are actually going to be in the postseason. One of them won't be. Again, Godfall's one of them. The other one being Nerd Knights. And of course, KZ Shifters, we already mentioned, they're not going to be able to make it. They're the 4th seed that will not be able to be in the wild card. But they're playing right now against Sonic Certified Vortex just to end their season on at least some sort of a high note. But while we keep on talking, these teams will join on in. It is TJ, TARDIS, and Daniel on the side of Godfall Gaming here. The end of the regular season is approaching quickly. And we are ready to get to see it. Godfall Gaming, 100x Vanguard, taking to the field. The last match of ATS Season 3's regular season. The second to last best of 5 of the season. Again, the last one will actually be our ATS All-Star matchup, again on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, right after the draft. But we get to see a little matchup here, the end of the regular season. Godfall Gaming taking on 100x Vanguard in a best of 5 series. Again, both these teams have qualified for the postseason. At this point, playing for seeding. And there's not too much change you can really make at this point. It is so late in the season, but teams will really want to be able to surpass each other, and both of them can do it here. 100x Vanguard are going to take that first goal. And it's Daniel, a little dunk there off the side. And it's Flo who will take that themselves. And it is a start. 100x for 100x Vanguard. As I mentioned, I don't consider them the favorites in this match. But of course, I haven't really seen. We have not seen Godfall at all this season. So, from what I've heard, again, they've had a tough season to say the very least. Their group not only has been a tough one with Team Vector, as well as putting Catgift. Got teams like NSG, who got second place in the Ascension Cup in Season 2. So they've got a team of very talented players. For Godfall themselves, they're quite talented. They almost made top 8 actually in the last Champions Cup, which they were a part of. And again, a reminder, that was a tournament of GC2 players, with them being a champ-free team. And it's very similar this season. Again, the top of the Ascendant Cup is essentially GC2 now. So Godfall Gaming in a very similar predicament, but again, not nearly as nice of a run for them so far here as Chizo. Keep this airborne. Daniel not able to get the challenge on 100x Vanguard. Keeping up that possession is TJ. We're keeping out, and Godfall Gaming go the other way here, and again against a team like Vanguard, who are definitely the higher ranked team, at least from what I know, they're definitely the higher ranked team. And Godfall Gaming, while they are still attacking, are still asking a lot of questions. There's not been a lot to talk about so far. It has not been, I don't know how to say this, it's not been a great look so far for them here. A bit lackluster to say the very least here, but credit where credit's due. Godfall Gaming still searching for that net. Next Vanguard holding that 1-goal lead tight, and reminder, this being the last best of 5 as a team here in the regular season. They'd love to take this with a win. Again, not only for playoffs, for wildcard seeding, but which at this point doesn't matter. They're gonna, because of the drafts, they're not going to actually have seeding be of matter for them. I think more just for that confidence. I mean, the playoffs aren't that far from here. You want to really make sure you end that regular season well, and in comes Shizo to add a second goal. Halfway through, 100x Vanguard just slowly chipping away here. Godfall again just had a lackluster offense that has really definitely kicked them right now so far in this game. Again, things have been relatively slow moving, relatively easy going. Peak Legend trying to get that one on. It will be off the sidewall. Where Shizo trying to break his way through. Godfall Gaming searching. Get out of defense. But time not really given to them, neither is space. Now they'll have it. TARDIS, one-on-one. Saved by Peak Legend. TJ's follow-up. 2 lights. Shizo with an easy block, and Daniel's shot will not be very threatening. But Godfall Gaming are attacking still. The Vanguard will all the way back here. Low. Daniel. Peak Legend waiting on the end of this one. 100x Vanguard. Again, a 2-0 lead here in Game 1. Looking to keep it consistent and keep it collected. Hasn't been all that fast moving, but Vanguard, there's been a lot more control out of them. Time keeps ticking away. It really doesn't feel like it's ever going to be taken away from them here, as Shizo off the corner. Daniel will get there in time, but Godfall Gaming unable to get out of defense at this point. Stuck back, waiting. With 100x Vanguard knocking on the front door. Shizo. Just there, Shizo. Staying with it, and while we are talking, I have been given word 100x Vortex, 1 Game 3 in overtime, have swept the series against KCG Shifters. So this is now officially the last match of ATS Season 3 of the regular season. And right now, it looks like 100x Vanguard are the ones who really do want it. Have been unrelenting so far. And for Godfall Gaming, there has been little to talk about. Oh, but it does go in there! How did that fly through? TJ will take it. Godfall Gaming will take one back. I don't know what happened there. It was shot straight at Shizo. It was in his own net there. He never got out of it. That's a goal that Godfall Gaming will absolutely take. Oh no, it's Vanguard. Again, it's a 3-1 lead at this point. I don't think they're going to be too concerned. As long as they hold this lead, they are not going to be in too much issue. With so little time left, they don't really have to work too hard for that. Godfall Gaming, again, have had almost no offense this game. Very little output. And Eric's Vanguard picking them apart so far. Game 1, the Hunterx 35 side, they're going to take one more goal at 0 seconds, and as soon as that goes in, the raid from Corporal Monkey Shines is here. How you doing, Corporal Monkey Shines? I know you had the Hunterx 35 Vortex match. How did it go? I hope it went well. Heard that Vortex got a 3-0 sweep win. Again, so far, what a incredible start here. Eric's Vanguard again have started off very well. Vortex sweeps KGG. I heard that they swept them. My sources aren't lying to me. Well, I'm happy that I was able to get that again. That means Vortex actually is now going to surpass NES Nova Ninjas in the seeding. We actually got another match that's important for seeding. Vanguard versus Godfall Gaming. Hey, Lucky's here. Hello, Lucky. How you doing? You're not here often. I'm assuming you're not busy with like work and stuff. I get it. Well, welcome in, Lucky. I'm happy to see you. Actually, wait a second, you made a good choice because you brought in all the 135 fans. So now they get to cheer on Vanguard. Good choice, Corporal Monkey Shines. I didn't even think about the correlation there. You're distracting myself. Well, okay, Lucky. That's... You go. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Almost. No, I'm sorry, Corporal. That's mean, Corporal Monkey Shines. Yeah, you're a smart person. You know what you're doing. We know that's not true. No. Corporal Monkey Shines, you need to know you need to learn how to have some self-confidence out there. You meant it, okay? Say that you meant it. Say that you meant it. As we go into Game 2, Eric's Vanguard had a very consistent, clean Game 1. Again, it was Godfall Gaming who had almost no offense against them. And Vanguard looking to keep it that way as I shot straight on. TARDIS will get the block here, but again for Godfall, really struggling right now. Whiff there, 2 players whiff. It's right open for Flow. And it's an early start for Vanguard. Peak Legend leaving it for Flow, and 100X doing well here. As I mentioned beforehand, I thought Godfall Gaming would be the favorites in this match. Obviously, it has been anything but that. It's Vanguard really making sure that I eat my own words here. And their group's definitely been known to be a weak group, quote-unquote, but obviously they're proving that there might be a little bit more merit to what they're playing here this season. Is Shizo, flip a reset. Jump from TARDIS to get on that one quickly. As Peak Legend now bumps off the ball. Now Daniel, and used to go by the username of Doughton in the past. You'll recognize that name because he's been on the stream before. A username change. It's not the first time we've seen that happen. In fact, a couple players actually that have gone through username changes. Of course, as Vanguard keep looking, keep again going for that ball, going for that net. Again, once again, it's only a 1-goal lead, but they're playing. They look so calm right now. As TARDIS, the sidewall will be challenged nonetheless as up goes Peak Legend. Eric's Vanguard, pass off to Shizo, left down in front. Peak Legend will go for this, but not a bit too slow, and while Godfall Gaming do struggle a little bit with actually holding boost, they're not going to struggle getting that ball out of their net. Now they are, because this is in field Flow. Oh, I thought that was surely going to be a goal. They missed it completely. Eric's Vanguard, though, are not too concerned. They'll go the other way. Look to regain a little bit more control. As Shizo, very light first touch, but Peak Legend will maintain possession. Where TJ follow through. Well, Gaming have done very well to keep this game much closer than the last one is up to this point. And last game got out of hand for them. Game has been much closer. Godfall Gaming really only need one good opportunity to come back into this one. Of course, that is a very tough thing to do, and a very tough ask of a Godfall Gaming team that just has not had too much to say on offense. Even in this game where they've had a lot more freedom. Shizo. TJ. Flo. Vanguard just keeping themselves on offense as will be Flo. Unable to find that net is Shizo now. Midfield for Peak Legend. That's going to be blocked in midair, and Godfall Gaming have done so well to challenge a lot earlier at this point, but still a very tough position to be in because Vanguard is attacking from all sides. Again, the 135 side and one of, I believe, two different 135 teams in the Ascendant Cup this season. And really looking to hell on that pressure even more. Again, it's only a one-goal lead, but it may be all they need in a game that has seen very little scoring and not too many opportunities. What a giveaway! TJ's gonna take it. Godfall Gaming waited, and it was served to them on a silver platter. Shizo botched that touch, and it's a giveaway that DJ will strike through. And it is Godfall Gaming who have jumped back to life here. It has kind of got to become a very monotonous feeling up until that point. See a goal go in, to see a little bit of a change here. Might be the change that Godfall Gaming needs. Is Flo. Not a great first touch. Left it up for Daniel. Shizo. Well, to keep it wide. Peak Legend now. Has pretty strong, solid mechanics, and he's definitely going to use them here as trying to dribble his way around Godfall Gaming. But doesn't get very far. TJ's beat them all. It's a wide open net. Godfall Gaming will be the ones taking it. And it was left wide open for TJ. Vanguard once again caught lacking. They haven't had to do too much when it comes to the pace control, but they're definitely going to have to feel it here. As Flo, TJ. One cleared back. Shizo with a whiff. Should be another chance for Godfall, but that one going well away from the net. Next Vanguard. Unable to get very far. TARDIS, so there's an amazing catch from the ceiling. Just keeping possession in the hands of Godfall Gaming. And now it's TJ's chance. Unable to get there in time. It will be Flo to just send this one the other way. But it's only space for Daniel to work with. As he just wastes time off that clock. Vanguard need a chance. Peak Legend. And put one on target. TARDIS keeping it away from the attackers. Flo drop down. Peak Legend keeps it alive, but it will hit the ground. Godfall Gaming will take game 2. And will keep the series interesting here. As, again, they're not able to win possession. But they don't need to, obviously. Especially when Vanguard just struggles to actually put shots on. Only 6 shots this game. When you have 55% field domination, you've got to do a little bit better than just 6 shots. Right now, the question for this series is who's willing to take offense? It just feels like neither side wants to commit into taking shots. But someone's got to go for it. Someone's got to be the one to take that chance, to take that risk. Just didn't really get it there. And as the time in between games ticks away, Godfall Gaming really taking their time here. They've got a game that they've won. Although it was not exactly an easy one, this is one that they can really work off of. Here we go. Out to another game in this series. Game 3. Match point to be determined here. both these teams in a long regular season, a long off season as well. Again, reminder, it is 2 days of action that determines where these teams are going to end up. Of course, that's spread over 3 weeks in the future. So at this point, for everybody, they're really making sure they end their season off on a high note. And Godfall Gaming already getting themselves started. It's Daniel who assists CJ. Godfall Gaming, first time this series that they've been able to score first in a game. Take the lead with it too. Again from Vanguard, who starting to really feel that pressure. I was mentioning again earlier how good this Godfall Gaming team is. Vanguard, this is a real question. Can they recover? Because right now, they are getting whopped. TARDIS dribbling around Peak Legend, and he's got Daniel as a target midfield. Daniel's up a lot faster than Shizo as well. It's a second goal for GFG. Oh, it's now a fake kickoff here. Godfall Gaming really reaching into the bag of tricks there, but they missed their shot. And Vanguard is not going to let him play too cute with them here. Although again, it I think shows the confidence for Godfall Gaming that they're willing to take those kind of risks, take those kind of plays, make those kind of calls. In a position like this, a lot more confident, a lot more positive. Is Godfall Gaming really looking to play in their element? As Flo, Daniel, that's left in midfield. TJ will be up to this one, not able to get the touch, but does fake Shizo in the process. Even though he doesn't get the touch, actually ended up benefiting his team because Vanguard, totally believed he was going to get there in the first place. Very similar storylines to what we've seen before. A very small lead, but it could really speak dividends here. Godfall's trying to extend it even more, but they may have been caught a little too high up, because Shizo will answer. At 100x Vanguard, not taking too kindly to plays like that. A goal back, an answer for what Godfall Gaming has done already, but Godfall with a return to sender. TARDIS off the kickoff. Look at that, an aggressive play too. Went right on the ball as well with TJ. Could not have worked out any better for them. And we've only gone 90 seconds in this game. 4 goals already, maybe even a 5th here. If Vanguard can make something of this. Peak Legend though. Dunked out by TJ. Well, Shizo does have space to work with. Well, Gaming really making sure that defense and stand strongly. Up by 2. At this point, it's really all about that defense for Godfall Gaming, as they're going to look for yet another chance upfield, and they're going to get it too. Daniel was first to it, and resting in front of the nets. Godfall Gaming take another one. Again, just a terrible first touch there. A heavy play from Peak Legend. Left in the midfield for Daniel. And Godfall Gaming with yet another one. After how close last game was, turnaround that Godfall Gaming have done well to really send themselves into. Talk about the place that these teams are in. Godfall Gaming really making sure that they do keep that high seed, and in comes TJ, making sure that Godfall Gaming keep themselves in perfect positioning. We're only halfway through this game, but it is a bloodbath right now. A one-sided takedown. Godfall Gaming again are known for how they can play against some of these higher ranked teams. They're showing it here. This is a much higher ranked team in Vanguard, and this is very different to I think what a lot of people saw coming. But of course, this Godfall side have brought it this series so far. TARDIS looking for number 6. Shizo's not going to let that one get through as Peak Legend. TJ, that's a really nice first touch. And he's going to go to the back wall, left in front for a teammate, but sent away. Godfall gonna take their time here. TARDIS actually going all the way back to his own back wall. But it is space that Vanguard can work with. They're gonna go for their own back pass. Flo will just send it away. Gives it a big clear. Gives his team a little bit of time to work with. But down by 4 with so little time. So little opportunities. This feels like this is Godfall Gaming's game to lose at this point. Up by 4. As we are nearing that final minute of regulation. Hunter X Vanguard, this series, has turned away from them in a way that must have been unpredictable for them. They started off so well this game. Sorry, in this series, not this game specifically. This series started off so well, but they've been brought to reality here. Godfall Gaming are still a very good team. And the reason that Hunter X Vanguard right now having their hands full. As TJ looking for yet another chance. Peak Legend will be there. TARDIS. That's gonna roll around. Up for Flo. Left's in front. Shizo and Daniel both there. And we're entering those final 30 seconds. At this point, it's just a victory lap for Game 3 for Godfall Gaming. And for match point in this final match of the regular season in ATS Season 3. Godfall Gaming looking to be the last team to take a win here in Week 6. Daniel looking for one more goal in Game 3. TJ's up there with him. No one able to make contact. But they're not going to mind too much. The ball hits the ground. Godfall Gaming take match point. And are one away from advancing their record to 4-3. Again, surpassing Hunter X Vanguard on the seeding. So again, so far, Godfall Gaming really struck true in that game, really stuck it in the faces of Hunter X Vanguard. It was 10 shots to 4, and again for Vanguard, struggling to just put plays up in front, struggling to get in the faces of Godfall. Very stark contrast between Game 1 and Game 3 here. Not just from the outcomes, but in many ways who the outcomes support. And again, as we'll progress to Game 4, Godfall Gaming are only one away from taking the series. Again, our only match tonight, but it is Godfall Gaming who can make sure that their regular season ends off in a positive. They only need one more game win, though. And again, with how they've been playing, there shouldn't be too much to deny them or doubt them, to make them doubt of that possibility. Here we go, Game 4. The end of Week 6, the end of ATS Season 3 regular season. Does Godfall Gaming end this series right here, right now? And today has been a day of only 3 matches. It was Tenax who earlier took a 3-1 win over Wiffendorf. Big Whiff Guardian Leviosa, to be specific. It was, of course, Hunter X Vortex who swept KCG Shifters not too long ago, maybe 10-20 minutes, 10 to like 15 minutes ago. And of course, now Godfall Gaming, Hunter X Vanguard. Last match of the regular season. Looking to have it end well, and what a way to get themselves started. Daniel with a missile to the top right corner. I mean, Chizo wanted a little bit of a better touch on that, but you can't fault Daniel for that shot. That was perfect. And, well, Godfall Gaming, really again, once again, bringing it to Hunter X Vanguard. TARDIS not taking the shot there, didn't have an angle that he liked to work with. Now he'll look midfield, missed on that. Peak Legend will take control, but Daniel up as well. Now in comes Flo, Hunter X Vanguard. He'll take possession, but first shot, not all too challenging to deal with. Their second might be, though. That's it off the bar. Up goes Peak Legend. Blow in the net. Hunter X Vanguard are back in it. Just awkward from the very beginning there. Daniel had no boost, and yet had to get to the crossbar to challenge that. It's a recipe that was never going to work. And again, so much you can really take if you're a team like Godfall before you finally fall apart. With Hunter X Vanguard looking to take advantage of that goal that they just took. But Godfall Gaming bringing the demos the other way. Now they'll look for the passes too. Daniel receiving it, looking near post there. I don't know if Flo was exactly prepared for a shot, but he was in the right position for it too. TARDIS now. Flo will clear it back. Daniel, TJ, Peak Legends overcommitted there, but shot not strong enough. And Hunter X Vanguard just gonna clear this one away. Daniel. Peak Legend waiting under it, but it is Godfall Gaming who take possession. TJ, back wall, not able to get the double tap on the net. Again, Godfall Gaming just pestering that back wall until something breaks, but that could be a very long process. How well Hunter X Vanguard have played when they have all three players on defense, but they're not going to get it there! They started to push up, and that's where the openings were made. TARDIS comes in, takes advantage of a heavy first touch from Peak Legend. And it's Godfall Gaming back in the lead with 2 minutes and 34 seconds to go. And Godfall Gaming up by 1. And they keep things going. They will. TARDIS, though, that first touch sent out to where TJ can attack, but a bit too far out, actually. He's not even going to be able to get there. Daniel will. Now he's got time, but doesn't have enough of recovery there. TJ's been bumped into that way of TARDIS now. Unable to get there in time. Cizo, Shirley. Oh, he's missed the net. Vanguard will look for another chance. This one left in front. Double whiff. TARDIS in for the rescue. And Godfall Gaming keep their 1-goal lead intact for now. 2 whiffs on that goal line, and very nearly could have been a third too. Godfall Gaming better owe their life to TARDIS because, I mean, he should not have had to come in there to make that save. That is very fortunate. They're not done here. Less than 90 seconds to go. Vanguard picking up that pace. Hope to see a Champions Field ending for this one. Really bring it all the way down to Game 5, but you know Godfall Gaming have other ideas. We're gonna keep this one in that orange half for now. Jizo. Great flick, but he's gotta get around TJ, and that isn't going to happen here. TJ, I mean, although it is a bit dangerous in front of his own net like that, you're not bringing too much pressure under his own roster. As Daniel missed there, TARDIS, who's actually backflipped, had a lot more time under this, still will get there in time, as Flo got dunked out into submission. And it's Godfall Gaming who are just trying to take their time, play it calmly, play for possession. Daniel, back wall, TARDIS, there too, he'll jump up for this. This one, flip reset. Actually, just leaving it for a hard shot was good enough. And Godfall Gaming milking this time off the clock. Daniel feeling the boost. Flo will take over here. Past one. This one now popped over TJ. Daniel whiffed it. It's in front. Who wants the ball? TARDIS whiffed. Flick over. Off the bar. Chaos in front. But Vanguard unable to collapse onto it. Godfall Gaming will look to let this hit the ground, and it will. They take the series 3-1. The shots just could not hit for Vanguard, and Godfall Gaming will take the last series of the ATS Season 3 regular season. 3-1. That's all they needed. Godfall Gaming have beat 100x Vanguard after losing game 1 as well. That is definitely a very awkward game, to say the very least. It's a win. That's all they really care about at this point. And it's the end of the regular season, too. What a season it has been. And it was awkward. It was sloppy. It was not pretty. But, again, it's a series. It's an ending. A win for Godfall Gaming. I don't think they're going to complain too much about just taking any victory at this point. Their season has definitely not been nice to them. So the end of the regular season is here. Godfall Gaming with a 3-1 victory. And in to talk with us about it is Godfall Gaming. Welcome in, Dartis, TJ, and Daniel. A 3-1 series win. The regular season is over for you guys, but that was not a pretty series. I mean, we knew coming into this was you guys had not had an easy season. That was not pretty. That was a bit of a tense series. I don't think you guys were happy with how tense that was, but you take the win nonetheless. You end off your season with at least some positivity. TJ, you know, coming from the Champions Cup, having to take on a lot of GC2 level teams there, you do it again. You have to do it again here, and you're going to that wildcard. You've made it to the postseason. Talk to me about the regular season, how it has been for you guys.
I mean, half our season has been forfeits, and us almost reverse sweeping and losing. So it's been an odd season.
It's been a problem.
But we're here though. I think we've proven that we can beat other teams that are in the wild card. So I'm confident in our chances to make it to the main event.
I love that you say half your matches were forfeits here, and yet I think you only had one forfeit.
Was it?
Wait,
you had two.
I don't
You
know.
had two. You had two.
Yeah.
But even then, I mean, yeah. But to talk more about the series, I guess, you know, it was a little sloppy. It was definitely not pretty. It was definitely,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people in chat were saying it was a painful series to watch because it definitely
Whoa!
felt like a lot of people in chat were saying it was a painful series to watch. Okay, I'm just saying.
I'll
what
see
chat
them
says.
play.
Look, hey, man. Look, we're relying
But
on our
I don't think they
GC2
realize how
carry.
tense it is, at this point in
Yeah.
the season. There was no pressure on you guys though, so to end off your season on a positive, even if it maybe wasn't the prettiest. Tardis,
Yeah.
I mean, just any positive for you guys at the end of the season. And I mean, what do you take from this series?
Oh man, that apparently Dan needs to be starting instead of me because holy, it was rough for me. It was rough for me. Dan had it rough for a couple times himself, but mostly because I had it rough in the first place. It was just
My rough teammates.
Yeah, that's our GC2 carry right there. Love TJ.
Now everybody in chat feels bad for you guys. You've now done really well at making chat turn on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him. Boycott Sporty.
All right,
No,
then.
wait a minute.
I'm streaming those playoffs, so I'm streaming those
Never
playoffs.
mind.
You don't get
Don't
to make the
quiet,
decision
bro.
on that. I do get. No, I'm joking.
I
will
will
be
say
streaming
that was a
playoffs.
little sloppier
petition
because
to make my
me, Dan, and
name-
Tortoise have not played in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Because our main player got a little
got a little band.
Oh dear. Well,
He'll be back soon.
I hope so.
He'll be
But,
He's back for playoffs, so
oh, hey, at least again, the nice thing is you guys got a little good amount of time. It's 2 weeks until that wild card. You're not going to be one of the higher seed teams in there, but you're there in the very least. And with it being Swiss, seed doesn't really matter too much in Swiss. So
I think we're still like on like plus minus for games. I think we'd still be like at the second or third
you
team
are-
in that wild card.
no, you're not. You are. The
Are we not
sixth
plus
seed.
8 or 9 for wild card?
You are the 6th seed in the wild card.
No, I meant like our game plus minus.
Oh, your game differential.
Like our game differential, I'm pretty sure we're
At the end of
in
the regular
top
season, yeah, it's pretty
percent
good.
of them.
Yeah, we had one of the better
Yeah,
game
it does not
differentials.
match our
It
placement
is
in our
plus
group.
9. It's plus 9.
Damn it!
Oh, your game differential is plus 9.
Hey,
At
we
the end of
take
the regular
it.
season. But again, you guys got a wild card. That's the good thing is, and the nice thing is, we've seen it before where teams may not have had a very good regular season and then come back in wild card do really well. And for you guys, we've already seen you guys in the Champions Cup. You guys do pretty well. We need to play a ton of matches in a day. You guys do really well when it comes to upsetting opponents.
Yeah, we do.
TJ, you got 2 weeks to prepare for wild card. you guys don't get to decide who your first round matchup is, but you do get to decide how you prepare for it. What are you guys going to do to make sure that when wildcard comes, you play it the best you can, and you make it to that championship date?
Probably throw my 2s MMR tonight. And then don't play the game for a week. And then we'll be locked in.
All right, then. You heard it from TJ. The key to winning the Ascendant Cup, at least for Godfall Gaming, is to not play the
Retiring.
Retiring right before the
The
playoffs.
only win is retirement.
I mean, to be fair, I would agree with that because I am retired. So there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Hashtag sporty out of retirement.
I am not going to be going out of retirement anytime soon. I promise you, it is not. It's not worth it.
It is not.
So, but again, you guys get it. You get there, and we might joke about how you guys aren't going to play at all, but obviously, you guys have to prepare for that playoff date because
Yes,
there are
sir.
some pretty scary teams. You know, we're gonna go through all of you, I guess. Is there any team in that wildcard that you really want to play against? Maybe you are a little bit nervous about
ECG.
them. Oh wait, that was quick. TJ wants to play Exploding Cat Gift. You want to play Tardis and
Yeah.
Daniel? Who do you guys really want to play in the wildcard?
See, I want my get backs. I want my get backs for the game and the scrim. I want my get backs in double fold. I don't care.
What team?
ECG, same thing.
Explain Cat Gift. Is everybody gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah.
okay, Daniel? Are you gonna follow them, or are you gonna say a different team?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just a sub.
I
I
think
don't
he
pay
knows
attention to
him.
anything. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna go with ECG.
Daniel's not paying attention. He's like, who's this Exploding Cat Gift team?
He's like,
Um,
what?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say
Who is this
ECG
team?
because I forget what happened, but
Oh wait, Sin's DMing
What
me.
happened is they are the second best team out of your group in the.
oh no, they're not like
and
that.
they're
bro.
pretty high seed going.
They're
into
not
the-
like that. Shut up.
No.
All right, well, Sin gave me his input, but he's an idiot, and he named an RLSS team that's not even in this league. So,
What team did he say?
Affinity Sapphire is not in this league, bud.
They're not. Yeah, Affinity Sapphires aren't in this league. Is that in the-
Hate to break it to you.
The only way I can possibly redeem that is if he thought Affinity Mirage, because that's the Wobblers, and they
yeah.
are in
Because
this
he
league.
wants to play
They're not
his
in
team
wild
with
card though.
his
That's the
homie,
problem. They're not
which
in
is
wild
Q-Dog.
card.
Yeah.
But you actually can guarantee. You could actually guarantee to play against them if you win 3 matches in a row on the wild card. So
Ooh.
you would be playing
I
against
want
them.
to play ECG or Vortex. I want to play one of the top teams.
Well, there's
But
a
then
ton of them.
I don't know if they want to draft us first, because I think of the lower teams, we might be one of the ones that people don't want to play.
We're annoying.
I like that you guys thinking that way, but again, you guys have done really well. Obviously, going into that wild card bracket, you guys are in a good position to be successful. Again, congratulations on your win, TJ, Daniel, Tardis, a 3-1 victory, the end of the regular season, and of course, a guaranteed spot in that wild card. Before you leave, we gotta get at least a few messages. We gotta get some shoutouts from all you guys. So let's start with TJ. Oh, actually, let's start with Daniel. You know what? Let's start with Daniel.
Ooh.
Daniel, you have any shoutouts? Any last things you want to say?
Free my boy Sin. He didn't do it.
Just factual photo evidence he did it.
Well, moving
But,
to... go ahead.
This is probably the late match I will play. So it was good playing, you know?
Hey, you played very well, actually, that series.
I thought it was a sloppy series.
Shut up, Daniel.
Doesn't
damn
mean
it.
you can't play well. I was giving you a compliment.
All right, that's fair. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
This is our report.
When
don't
an
worry
analyst
about
gives
it.
you a compliment, you just accept it. Even if
Yes,
they're
that's
wrong.
fair. That's
Don't
fair. I'm
say
sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
anything. Daniel's new to these interviews. I can tell.
Yeah, he's new around here.
No, it's okay, Daniel.
Thank you.
But of course, now
I'm just in
Tardis-
training.
Yeah, again, you played well. Tardis,
Thank
do you have anything that you want to say? Any shoutouts? Any
Shout out
last things to
Shizo.
say?
He probably doesn't remember who I am, but you know, every time I see that man, I go to watch playing. I go to watch his game. He doesn't know, but
Speaking of him, I just got a message from Shizo saying, "Are we out of playoffs?" I'm thinking, "No, you're not." So he must have been so stressed during that series because he thought he was playing to go into playoffs here. But I'm sure he's gonna be very relieved when he hears that no, he's still in playoffs. As now we'll go to TJ. Do you have anything you want to say? Any shoutouts? Any last words? And before
Shout
we
out
end the
Extra
stream?
Sketch. Shout out Sin. Shout out Zane Star for throwing my 2s games. Shout out Dan for being the super sub.
And again, thank you all so much.
Shout out Sporty for the cast.
Of course, thank you so much there. That was amazing as well. You guys played very, very well. Congratulations on your win, Tardis, TJ, and Daniel. And beating Hunter's Vanguard. Have an amazing rest of your night. Good luck in the wild card. Hopefully we'll see you then.
You too.
And TJ, Tardis, Daniel, the three players joining us here. Again, what a great night that was. Thank you all so much for joining this video stream. And thank you so much for joining the Ascent Tournament Series. Again, this was the Ascendant Cup, sponsored by Variety Esports. Again, the wild card and the playoffs happening soon, but this Thursday, ATS continues on the 7th of November, and is the ATS Season 3 wild card draft, and of course, not only the wild card draft, but the All-Star matchup. You're going to want to see that one And of course, this weekend, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, also at 7 p.m. Eastern, ATS Paradise Cup 2, sponsored by Team Evo. And of course, if you do want to see the Ascendant Cup, November 15th, November 22nd. That's the wildcard and the championships. The important days as well. You're going to want to see that kind of stuff. But we're going to get a raid out here. Thank you all so much for being so supportive. Thank you so much. Have an amazing rest of nights. Again, to all the teams in the postseason, good luck. We'll see you all then. Have an amazing rest of your night.